All right, I'm out here with the boss and we're getting ready to, she said she's not gonna be in my video. And we've been kind of playing with this garden thing we're doing this year. So here's kind of our idea. Of course, we have lots of deer and stuff like that that likes to eat our food. This is on a major hill, so the plan is just kind of measure it off. We just kind of playing with this, you know, moving around how we think we want it. Well, our son will be come up with these trees in the morning. In the summer, right now it's there, but in the summer it'll be up higher over here, and it'll kind of come from there and cut across here. So we're gonna have, we could put it on the other side of the building. It's just that we won't be there very attentive if it's out of sight. We don't want it in the front yard, obviously, because we live in a pretty nice neighborhood, so we don't want that. So we're gonna put it back here. We're actually thinking about taking that little tree out too. We just haven't decided yet, but for right now, we're gonna put it here. And this is kind of the shape we come up with and the distances we come up with. Of course, I'll post this off and build basically a fence around it. All right, so we've kind of decided where we want it. That's going to be our outer barriers of our rock wall. So we'll do like a high-low with the middle being the level ground. So I'll build a wall on this side and fill it in with the dirt that I take from this side, and then I'll cut the wall on this side just to get us down. I think it's like, it may be 2 rows and 2 rows or something like that. It might even be 3 rows on this end. It's hard to tell until you get the leveler out here and get it figured out, but I'll get the laser out here. All right, so that's not terrible. I mean, it needs to go down about 13, 14 inches. It needs to come up about 15 inches on both sides there, and about a foot in that corner. That corner is a little bit higher than this side. But that's not terrible. So we got basically the same amount of dirt here that we need to put down there, and I've got some extra, a little bit of extra dirt if I need it. It's going to be covered. We're going to do a gravel pad, so it doesn't have to be great dirt. So there you go. So we'll snip this out of here, put it down there. All right, so I'm just going to do some measurements, figure out about how many block I'm going to need. All right, so the boss decided that I was going to go today to get those blocks. So we went and got the landscaping blocks, and they're on the trailer on the other side. So I got to get the little tractor out to get the forks off of it to put them on the big tractor so that I can have a chance at lifting them. I don't even know what's going to lift them. So we will see what happens here. Let me get these forks transferred over, and I'll get with you guys in a second. All right, these are the pallets I've got to get off here. They weigh 2750, I think he said. So I'm not 100% sure I can even pick them up, but we're going to give it a go. Hard to see the, oh, you can see them now. They're not, that jump fast. All right, I need a spotter, right? If I was in the Air Force, I have to have a spotter. My spotter's over there walking down the hill. Sometimes that spotter's better just to do it on your own. Oh. Let's see, put it back down. Fork the front up higher. Now pick it up. Woo! It's lifting the back. Put it full drive. I'm going to put you down because I can't do all this. I can feel the front end coming off the ground. It's got it. It says the back end's off the ground. The front end's pushing. This is definitely pushing the limits of this. Whoa, load. The back tires are barely touching. I'm going to put them to the front here where they're not in the way. Whoa, can't stop. Can't stop. She's going, but she don't want to go. She don't like the weight, that's for sure. I'm going to try to go sideways here and put them in the middle so that when I go to stack safe zone now. Can't gather. I gotta go down the hill backwards on it. Otherwise it'll flip. Holy cow, that was close. Hopefully I don't break my forks. I need them. These forks have been handy. And I'm just trying to get far enough that I get the machine in to dig the hole. That's where she's gonna go, because tractor says that's it, buddy. All right, we're gonna cut this garden in today, so we're gonna move these cans. They're full of water from the rainstorm we had. Of course, they got blown around too. We're gonna move these out of the way. Then I'm gonna bring the skid steer in here about the halfway point and just cut that in, and then I'll just leave the dirt back down over here. Just fine. You can't tell though, but it's actually hitting a rock ledge there, so that's kind of what I'm fighting with. I'm going to run the laser here in a second just to see where exactly I'm at. Definitely can't see behind me, so try not to hit the pole, try not to hit the blocks, but it's coming out pretty decent. I'll smooth it out some more. I was trying to get these rocks, and then I'll just tear this all up, but I think it's going to be deep enough. I think that's probably where we're going to be at, so we'll and I'm not putting the dirt down there, I'm putting it over there so that I can build this wall down here. And then I'll put the dirt back in on top of it from the side here or something. But I'll probably just build this wall and come around here, fill it in, finish it out, and then put the rest of the dirt in. Yeah, this ain't gonna stay because I pulled it up, the rock up next to it. It's in a rock. Anyway, you get the idea what we're doing though. All right, let me get the laser out, kind of see where I'm at exactly, and then I'll just try to clean this up just a little bit more. But I think that's gonna be about it. And yeah, I can start putting my block wall in, and then we'll go from there. So we're working on this still. I hit the top of the rock bed, so there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. You can see the size of this rock goes like all the way over there and over here. So that's kind of the height I'm picking to go with. I'm going to throw sand down on top of this. We'll stack our rock. Now remember, I'm filling this back in with 57 crush, so basically road base. on this side of it. So this first part that I'm putting in, even though I'm leaving it on top of sand here, it will be half buried at least when I get done with it. So don't fear, I'm not going to leave it above ground. You know, I'll have to do it a little different on that end, but on this end I just plan to bring my excavator down here, dig a trench in the ground, fill with sand halfway, and then put the brick halfway in the ground, and then cut from one side to the other, and that should work just fine. And then I'm just gonna bring it up. So basically that wall will end somewhere there, this wall will start somewhere right here, and level will be somewhere here in the middle. That's the hopes anyway, or the plan. All right, so normally this would be, we'd start at the low end, but in this case it's not gonna be a low end, it's even all the way around. So we're going to just start in the middle and work our way that way, and then this way, of course. And we'll just start stacking them and figure it out from there, get them nice and level. The bottom we'll probably do the low end over here, because you're going to step into that hill. And we're not going to really shape the hill to match the block, but this side we're shaping the hill to match the block, so we can start in the middle. All right, well, let me get going. We got sand from down there. I don't know if I talked about that, but it's the easy way to get it smoothed out, and I had it, and there you go. But yeah, rocky stuff. And again, remember that I'm going to stack these in, but I'm going to bring basically road base or 57 crush up in here and do a couple inches of that. That'll be holding at least half a block, right? And be holding it in. So. All right, so we're humming along. I don't know what we're gonna get. It says it's repairing the file. It never does, but maybe I can recover it with that software I got. But here we are. We got, let's see, it probably says it did it, but it didn't. That's so crazy. These cameras. Ugh. But basically we got the rows on. She's getting the last of the plastic off so we can get these 4 in. It's not finished. I still need to go on the sides. I just wanted to get the bulk of the heavyweight done while she was here to help me. And yeah, so I'll have to dig this out some more. I didn't dig far enough back, and I'll have to dig the other side out a little more and then get those in there. But it goes pretty fast once you get the bottom row. Not too pleased with these blocks. They are not dimensional, so they are, some are shorter, some are longer, and you know, I've done a lot of these, and usually they're all the same, right? But these are definitely not the same at all. So not really the greatest quality. We'll have to do some kind of a top plate across all of that somehow. But it is what it is, you know. They were on sale. We got to make a good time, whatever. So yeah, I'll have to dig that out. I'll get the excavator out here because I can do really good with that thing, and then we'll finish this side out. We'll be done with this, and we'll go down and work on the bottom, and then we'll fill this thing in. But this is probably gonna be about it today. We're gonna put these other 3 blocks where we can get in here, and then yeah, that's gonna be it for us for this Sunday. All right, so there's no way I'm using the new machine on this today. I have it all cleaned up, ready to go. She's looking beautiful, but yep, she'll find a new good home. All right, so I'm gonna use the new used machine and fire it up and take it out of here, and we'll crank her. We'll use her for the garden project today. I'm kind of excited to drive it around anyway, so it'll be cool. It will be cool. So I'm just gonna drive her down there, and I'll come back, and this is gonna be interesting. I gotta figure out all the new little crevices and cracks and whatever where I'm gonna use to hold the cameras. Ooh, this one's got a computer starting system. 370 hours. Look at that. Oh, like a kitten. The only thing that's gonna drive me nuts on this is it's got the beeper, and I haven't disconnected that yet, and I can't stand that beeper. Alright, I don't see her. I definitely hear her. Usually you have to unbolt something to get to it. They hide it good on it. Oh, it doesn't. It's right there. Look at that. You're gone, sucker. Oh, they made it easier. Thank you, John Deere. All right, let me figure out how to get this off, and so I don't break it. Put a tuck down back in there so I don't get lost. All right, good job, John Deere. You didn't make it tough on me this time. Last time I had to unbolt panels to get to it. Hopefully that's the right one. But it'll make it a nice, quiet, and I can't be running that all around my neighborhood, you know. Oh, so much better. I'm already in love with this machine. Yeah, get some work on these blades to get them cleaned off so I can get her painted up. All right, I'm really turning this into production. I got 3 machines down here, dog cages of dogs. Anyway, so we'll see how the camera does today. It screwed up yesterday, so you can see me starting the wall, me and my wife, and then all of a sudden we're putting the last 4 blocks on. Those are 2 different videos. I realized the thing had died or something, and it said it was aired, but it didn't air. The video worked, but it just stops, you know, after we put the first row down or something. So basically the plan this morning is to dig this back some so that I can get these in here. Yeah, again, on these rocks, you know, they're going in easy because I'm doing it on sand, but normally I need to dig down, but this is going to be covered. But they're going in easy, but they're not dimensional. And that drives me nuts. So they're bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. Like some of them are, like dig down here. You can clearly see it on this one right here. I mean, it's so exaggerated. I probably need to bury that one a little bit now. But like, that's a good size one. That's a small one. And this is a big one. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't like it though. I like them all to be the same. But it is what it is. But that thing is like way bigger than the other ones. Again, I probably need to hide those off the top row. You can see them in there. There's a couple of them in there. And then it makes it look jaggedy. It makes it look like it's not straight. So I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, in the old days, they all used to be exactly the same. I don't know what happened in their production line, but something changed. They do look good from this side. It's just the other side, you know. And I don't think anybody's going to be up on it looking at it like that. But me, I got a little bit of a curve going there. And that's because you can't put the thing on the back, right? You can't get them straight like that. A little bit irritating. Anyway, I will work on it, and we'll dig this out and get these going, and then we'll start that bottom wall and get that in, fill it back in, pack it down, and then yeah, then we'll worry about gravel on top of that. I will need to do footers. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this footer because it's on a solid piece of rock. Maybe I'll drill in that rock and then put steel in there and just put a shallow footer or something here for the, and the footers are for the poles for the fence that's got to go around it. It's got to be basically in a cage because of the deer over here. So they're doing so good. Yeah, they're outside. Problem is if I leave them, let them run, they just disappear, and then I don't pay attention because I'm doing what I'm doing. So they will remain caged. All right, so at this point, I'm just gonna hold this side, switch to this side. That's all the block I have left. So we're gonna kind of try to, you know, duplicate that over here. And then I'll just balance out the rocks with whatever I have left and finish this wall out. And then we'll start on the wall down there. That one's gonna be a little trickier because I need to get it to the right depth, the base, to increments to line up kind of, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I like the bottom rock where it ends to be the top rock where this one starts kind of thing, you know what I mean? So we'll have to figure that out. Of course, there we'll start in the center. You know, they'll be buried on this side anyway, because this is not level down here. So really the low point is right about here, which is almost the center. So basically you're starting in the low point and working your area around. So, and again, they don't have to be perfectly matched. It's just like an OCD thing more than it is a, you know, there's no physical reason that it has to be that way. I can tell you this though, these blocks not being 100% the same, like the heights on some of them aren't even the same. I just want to be careful about where I end up over here. I think it'd probably be best if I make it a little longer, maybe 2 blocks longer straight and then curve, or at least another block. Another block would be odd, but maybe 2 blocks longer, that gets me 2 more feet, and then curve, and then that way I'm on the inside at the stake, not the outside at the stake. Does that make sense? Because that's, you know, 6 inches there. I'm losing. So I'm thinking make it a little wider. Far enough over, I'll just have to kind of dig this stuff out. I can't get back to it with the thing. But yeah, we'll just kind of try to straighten her out, go a little further this way, and then curve. And I know I made this rough, but I made it rough because I'm going to kind of fill it back in with the fine stuff and then pack her down. But let's dig this out, and then we'll start trying to straighten these rocks out. I'll kind of peel these back. We'll start trying to straighten these up and get it around there, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I'm gonna have to get string because I've moved this over. Now I don't have that pole to shoot at, and then I need to do this side anyway because I think this side comes in just a little bit. I don't think anybody ever noticed, but I noticed. So I need to run a string point along here just so I can kind of keep the back. These bricks aren't going to be right, but I mean at least I can keep them semi on a line, right? So I'll need to do that on this side too. I should have done it. I knew I already needed to do it. I just was kind of like, I can do it by eye, and usually I can do it by eye, but well, now that I've moved it, I can't. So I'm gonna have to kind of figure it out. But these blocks are really irritating me with the way they don't. They're not the same. It's driving me nuts. But you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I'll just keep working at it and get it the best I can get it. I do need to knock that one in though, because when I straightened it up, it didn't touch. There we go. That's a lot better. Now I need to fix this side. Yeah, these blocks are just irritating, but hey, it is what it is. They're all different sizes. Look at that. All different sizes. Huh. You know, the last time I used them, last time I did a big job with them, sorry, is in Missouri when they had first come out. There was a company called Castle Wall. That's why I call them Castle Wall blocks. But yeah, they were a lot more quality than this, but times have changed, people have changed, companies have changed. It's hard to get quality stuff anymore. All right, let's see what that gives us though. Back to back, that's 20 more inches, so that's plenty, I think. I'm such a dummy. I was just trucking along and I looked over at the camera, all of a sudden realized it's facing over there. I don't know what the heck. Anyway, I've been digging this ditch out with this new machine. This machine is beautiful, but I do miss my thumb for sure. I'm gonna have to get that taken care of. Yeah, bringing back a lot of memories though. I mean, I've did a lot of these at a lot of houses. When you're in the military, you know, you got to make a dollar everywhere you can. So we would buy houses, and then in the evenings, late at night, I'd be working on them, trying to fix them up so that we could sell it for more later. And I don't know how many houses I did these massive walls at. Well, I know I did it at 2 houses. I do know. Yeah. So 2 of the houses we did along the way, I did massive. One was on a hill, and I terraced it, and the other one, the front yard, was level, but the street was on a hill, so they had this slope at the end, which they had bushes on and stuff. So I ripped all the bushes out, and then I castle walled all the way down the front yard to the corner of the street, all the way back up to where it was level again. And that was a massive project, but all by hand. I mean, so, you know, now here I am, you know, 5 minutes later, I've got a trench dug. That I would have done all that by hand. And wow, the memories of digging, just hours and hours and hours of hard work. But it all paid off, right? We saved and saved and saved, and then here we are today. So anyway, all right, well, let me quit doing that and let me get back to work.
Love was holding all the cards and always kept me in the dark. I never thought I could shake this heartache until I saw your light, and it's got me feeling like life is good, yeah. Life is good, yeah. Yeah, in my darkest times, you got me feeling like I've been walking on air. Left all my worries and cares. I've got no burdens around you. I don't care who knows I love you. 'Cause I've been so lost without you. And in my darkest times, you got me feeling like life is good, yeah. Life is good, yeah. Yeah, in my darkest times, you got me feeling like
All right, so I think we're doing okay. I'm just gonna come in here and figure this corner out, how I'm gonna make it go around. Match it up with the line on the other side, and then the same thing, we'll come down here and match this one up, and then it's just a matter of stacking blocks, right? Then I'll put as much fill back in to make it level, pack it down, and then go get gravel. All right, so once again, I went and checked the camera and the junk camera. I went to move it actually, and it's not even working, and I can't even get it to turn on, so it's a hunk of junk is what it is. Oh, there it goes. Now it wants to turn on. That's regular. So I don't know what you got and what you don't have. It's irritating as crap, but anyway, I started working on this. I've gotten around this corner, so I'm starting to stack them in. I was going to work the next row, but you really got to put them in first to figure out that measurement. It's not half because you're twisting this corner. So get that fixed, or get that in, and then we're almost there. I mean, I think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're 2 bricks from being to the finish line on this side, besides stacking them. I mean, but we're getting close, and then we'll just come around and do this side. You know, I left this dirt tight because I was stepping, and I really like it to be compact when I'm stepping. This side I may cheat a little bit and not do that. I may loosen the dirt up, because boy, that was rough getting those in there. Every single one was a pain, but whatever, we got it in there, and no sense complaining about it. We'll get on this other side. All right, so this is going to be the worst video ever. This stupid thing, it was on, but it wasn't running. It stopped itself. I'll probably need to just get a new battery in it, brand new, like fresh, and then a new memory card. Maybe the memory cards are just junking up or something. I don't know. I've tried formatting them, whatever. Anyway, I dug this out. You probably didn't see it, and yeah, there you go. So I'll try to keep an eye on the daggone thing. I have it in the shade, and I'll try to get these in there. I just went ahead and dug it with the machine, and then I'll step it at the very end instead of stepping it all as we go. It'll cost me more blocks, but that's just a lot of work, and I'm lazy these days, so I will clean this out, throw some sand in it, and then we'll get to putting some bricks down. All right, what a day. We had 7 blocks over here, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total extra blocks, so that came out pretty good. I'm not mad about that at all. We'll use them for something else, I'm sure. I'll get them stacked up on that good pallet over there, and we'll get them put somewhere. But yeah, it came out really nice. I think I'm going to dump the rest of this sand in here, just because when I do the mortar for new stuff, I don't want leaves and all that garbage in there. I don't want the mason to have to fight with it. My buddy, I don't want him to have to even think about it. So I'm going to do that, and then it's probably too late to get gravel, but I'm going to probably put some of this dirt around well, I need to get gravel in there first. Yeah, I don't know. I may trim up the side here with a little bit of dirt, and then trim up the side there with a little dirt. The back side, though, I'll probably wait until I have gravel, because I'd like to put gravel around the rock for the most part. So we'll do that, and I'll try to smooth this down a little bit and pack it in place. I won't get it up against the rock, but I'll And then I'll dump the sand in here the best I can up against the rock. It's funny, I have that thing running all day long and it keeps screwed up. Then I forgot it and left it on. I've been down there clearing trees and the thing's been running the entire time. It's crazy. There must be something in the beginning of the card, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna get this transferred over. We'll get these put away, get this pallet out of here, and we'll start cleaning this up. I'm gonna leave some of that dirt up here, but not all that. All right, we're gonna get rid of this side of I'll get all this rock. We'll leave some of that dirt side there to fill around the top, but most of this is gonna go. So just gonna take it down and make a stack down there at the bottom. And woo! All right, get in here and turn this AC on. All right, well, that's gonna be it for today. This is the decent dirt, a little bit of rock, but we'll use it up in here and then fill around here. And then, yeah, so next thing is to get the gravel and get her filled in. All right, see you guys tomorrow.